Vincent been up to? What's he doing with shifting his alliances and everything?
What's he doing shifting his alliances? I think he's shifting his alliances in order to protect the city that he loves. Marcel and Vincent have obviously, throughout the course of this series, the relationship has been strained, to say the very least. But what I think Vincent realized from episode 18 on, and I think the audience saw it definitely in episode 20. Though I don't like Vincent, or though Vincent doesn't like Marcel, there's definitely a respect that's there, and they both understand that this is a city that belongs to both of them, and we're the only people, I think, who are going to be able to protect it from threats within and outside. So, I mean, when you talk about shifting alliances, I think it's more of a realization that in order to protect what I actually love, I have to work with sometimes people that I don't.
Is he going to find any new allies this season with losing Davina and Freya's kind of Team Michelson? It's hard for Vincent necessarily. Does he have any new, especially witch allies?
Well, certainly they're going to, well, there's going to be exploration of new relationships. There might be new witches in the picture who might provide a love interest for Vincent, something like this. I mean, that's not fully fleshed out yet. We don't know what direction that's going to go in, but we do have some new characters coming in, and certainly some of those people are going to be Vincent and some of those people are going to be on the same team.
What can you tease for us about where this is going to go next season?
What can I tease for you? I will say this. There was a question about who the big bad was going to be this year. And I will say, without giving anything away, that I feel like this big bad is going to be one of the most interesting that we've had in this series so far. Certainly when it was described to me by Mike, I was like, wow, this would be interesting. The other thing I can tease is, as Mike mentioned in the panel, he's using as inspiration sort of the short stories of Lovecraft. Is that the guy's name? Yeah, that's it, right? What did he do? Necronomicon? Is that his book? I don't even know. I don't know short stories that well. But I do know Stephen King, and I am a fan of Stephen King, and that sort of like that spooky haunted house ghost story sort of thing is going to be underneath a lot of the story that we tell this season. So I'm excited by that, and I feel like it's going to translate well on screen, and our audience will hopefully appreciate it.
Is he going to break for himself because he put himself in alliance with Marcel, and Klaus isn't going to tolerate that for very long?
I can't.
Klaus is a very powerful enemy, and
certainly,
with aligning with Marcel, it's hard to imagine that Vincent would emerge from that unscathed.
Well, we don't know if there might be a threat that puts all of these this is what we're saying about Vincent and Marcel. They aren't friends, but they understand that they do have a common goal, and that's protecting the city. There might be something that comes into the picture that puts all of the people that all these warring factions on the same page with regard to protecting, the city and themselves from something that's bigger than all of us. Maybe.
We saw Vincent take back control of the church that Marcel had let turn into a boxing ring. Is that going to play any role? It was kind of a big thing at the end. So does the church play a role this season?
Right. I mean, he took the church back from Marcel and he made it a community center. And that's what I can't remember if we had the question here at this past table. We were talking about the rest of the supernatural community in New Orleans. I think it was at the last table I got this question. But he's held to his promise that he's going to make it a place where everybody is welcome, whether it's a human, whether it's a vampire, a witch, or a werewolf. Everybody's going to come together, and as long as you want to protect the city, hey man, we can party. We can do that together. And that's what this community, and that's what the church is in that regard. Yeah. So you'll see more of it. Yeah.
You mentioned the big bad. Maybe you could just generally describe what kind of big bad?
Maybe I could, but I don't think I should. Just stay tuned.
What, Michael's looking at? No, you can use some keywords.
Just an icky, unctuous, miasmic, old evil. Maybe. I don't know.
That doesn't sound female.
Never know. Like miasmic, that's chthonic. That's the divine feminine evil. I mean, that could be. You never know. I have no idea.
We know that Haley's going to be looking for a solution to bring back all of the Michelsons. Is Vincent going to, in any way, play a role in helping?
I certainly hope so. Well, I hope so only because I've not had a chance to work with Phoebe Tonkin. I think she's a tremendous talent, and it would just be nice in that regard just to be able to play against her in a scene. So, yeah, I have no idea, but fingers crossed. We'll see.
What else is kind of going on with Vincent besides, helping out Marcel and doing the community center? What else is going on with him?
Well, I mentioned there might be a love interest. That might be going on. What else? I don't know. There are a few things happening. I don't want to give too much away. You'll just have to wait and see. You're asking you want everything out of me. Who's the big bad? I can't tell you all these things. You want to get me fired. What do you
We wouldn't jump Well, is he at all grieving over the loss of Cammie as well? Because she was such a good friend for him.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you say friend. I can't use that. That doesn't describe, I think, the relationship or the feelings that he had for this woman. I mean, when you look at the fact that he made decisions that were counter to what I think is the super objective to Vincent's life. That's protecting the city. He made some decisions in order to save Cammie, or in order to pacify her or make her happy that were completely counter to those to that motivation of his. So I always played it as an unrequited love, and it was interesting to me too because of the trauma that he had gone through with being possessed by Finn. I mean, it's oftentimes people fall for the first person who gives them that protective wing or whatever, and I feel as though that's what was going on. So certainly he's still reeling from that loss. He's reeling from the loss of Davina, and that's one of the interesting things to play with him. I feel like because he is mortal, because he's not going to live 1,000 years, he's not solidified into one thing. He's always changing and fluid, and these things rock him in a way that might not necessarily rock a 1,000-year-old vampire.
That weight of mortality.
What's this?
The weight of mortality.
The weight of mortality, the beauty of mortality, man. I mean, yeah. That's what makes it fun to play, yeah.
What was your maybe most favorite or most memorable part of filming this past season? If you could think of something that stuck out to you.
Well, I don't know if this was my favorite scene to play, but the scene that certainly sticks out most. This was an episode that Mike wrote. Mike Norducci wrote this episode. It's Cammie's death episode, which is, what is that, 21? Is that 20 or 21? I can't even remember. But it was. We had a wonderful director, and her name escapes me at the moment. But she was just very patient and. But at the same time, was able to draw out things and get to a place that I was, I'm my worst critic. I look at it and I would probably have problems with everything that I see. But when we shot it, I felt good about some of the things that we were doing, and though it was uncomfortable, those are the things that you sort of look for as an actor. Those things that push you outside of your comfort zone and force you to explore things that you might be afraid of in real life, and certainly things that are important in terms of telling a story. So yeah, that was a cool episode.
Okay, thank you.